In Stitches, the double metaphor of pain and laughter. There are two thought systems, and depending on which one is chosen, the same word can mean imprisonment or liberation. Stitches is one of those words. The ego says stitches are proof of damage. The Holy Spirit says stitches are proof of laughter. In the ego's world, stitches symbolize injury. They are the evidence that something has gone wrong, that the body was torn, and that repair is needed. The ego holds this up as proof that separation is real, because scars look like permanent reminders that pain happened. The longer stitches remain, the deeper the scar becomes. Isn't that how grievances work? The longer resentment stays sewn into the mind, the more permanent the wound seems. The ego whispers, "Don't remove them. Keep them tight. Don't let it heal." And so the scar forms. Proof of pain. Proof of a story that never truly happened but seems carved into the skin of memory. In this system, stitches don't only mean healing, they mean silence. Snitches get stitches. To expose the ego is to invite retaliation. This is the law of fear. Secrets must be protected, or punishment will come. The ego mummifies the mind, wrapping it in tight bandages of guilt. It's a death by 1,000 cuts, each one stitched closed with another thread of grievance. The result is not healing but suffocation. A body wrapped in fear, a mind believing it is forever scarred. But in the Holy Spirit's thought system, stitches take on an entirely different meaning. In Stitches means laughter. Uncontrollable, unstoppable laughter. The kind of laughter that makes the sides ache and the breath catch. This laughter does not come from mocking pain. It comes from seeing the absurdity of believing pain was ever real. It is the laughter of awakening, the joy that rushes in when the impossible is recognized as impossible. The Holy Spirit says, "You cannot be hurt. You cannot be broken. You cannot be scarred." The mind realizes it tried to convince itself otherwise. And suddenly, the joke is obvious. The belief in separation is so ridiculous that the only sane response is laughter. That is why saints and mystics are often seen smiling. They see what the world tried to hide. They recognize that the ego's stitches never existed. And so they are left in stitches, laughing at illusions, laughing at fear, laughing at the idea that love could ever be undone. In this way, the Holy Spirit stitches the mind back together, not with thread, not with scars, but with humor. What once was a wound is revealed as nothing. What once seemed dangerous becomes funny. Laughter joins the mind back to wholeness, and joy leaves no mark, no scar, no trace of injury. So here is the crossroads. Two interpretations. The ego's stitches that bind and scar. The Holy Spirit's stitches that heal through joy. One path leads to mummification, a slow death wrapped in guilt. The other path leads to resurrection, a mind bursting with laughter. Which stitches will be chosen? The thread of grievance or the thread of joy? The law of fear or the law of love? Scar tissue or holy laughter? The choice is everything, and it is always available now, because the stitches of the ego are undone the instant they are seen as false. And the stitches of the spirit never stop leaving the mind laughing. Not because pain was mocked, but because pain was never real. In the end, there are only two kinds of stitches. One binds, one frees. And the truth is that only one of them was ever real. The laughter is the healing, and the healing is the laughter. That is why the awakened are left in stitches. Because they remember that nothing has ever gone wrong. And in that remembrance the scar dissolves into joy, forever and always.